Unit 3, Formative 1, Day 5. Today we're just going to be working on graphing again. If you look at this first one, it says to identify the slope and the y-intercept and then graph. But if you look at this, this is not in slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, okay, where y is by itself. That's the main thing we got to look for. So we got to look over here. Is y by itself? No. Can we get it by itself? Yes. How do I move plus 2? I subtract it. Now, do I subtract it from the one with the x or the one without? Since it does not have an x, we have to do it with the one without. So you have y equals 2x, and negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. Okay, and then you find your m and your b. Your m is right before your x, so 2. I'm going to put it over 1. Your b is your last number, so negative 6. Remember, m represents your slope. B is your y-intercept. You always start with your b, since my b is negative 6, and we always start either up or down. Since it's negative, I go down negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make my first point, and then I use my slope. My slope is positive 2 over 1, so I could go up 2 over 1, or I could go down 2 and back 1, and then you make your line. So the main thing is just to get y by itself first. Identify the slope and y-intercept, and then graph 3y equals negative x plus 9. Again, y is not by itself. So to do this, we need to divide by 3. If I divide all of that by 3, okay, I get y equals, now this was a negative 1, so negative 1 over 3 we just leave as negative 1 over 3x plus 9 over 3 is 3, so you got to make sure you divide it to everything. Now we have our y by itself, so our m, or our slope, is negative 1 over 3, and our b is 3. We always start with our b, our y-intercept. Since it's positive 3, we need to go up 3. You always start up or down first. My slope is negative 1 over 3, which means I go down 1 over 3. Or I could have gone up 1, but back 3. And that is my line. Okay, identify the slope and y-intercept and then graph. This is one of our special lines, y equals 3. If you notice, there's not an x. Okay, so in other words, this really looks like y equals 0x plus 3. Okay, if there's no x, that means my slope was 0. What kind of a line has a slope of 0? A horizontal line. So we know this needs to be a horizontal line. My y-intercept, or my b, is at 3. So I put my b up here at 3. So I need a horizontal line through that point. So I can just draw a horizontal line right through there. So when you see y equals any number with no x, that is a horizontal line. Okay, so make sure you get that way written down. What if there's an x but no y? In this case, there's not a y-intercept. Alright, you have x equals negative 2. So you ask yourself, where does, first of all, the other type of line is a vertical line. So we know this is going to be a vertical line whenever x equals a number. So you ask yourself, where does x equal negative 2 at? Well, negative 2 is over here on the x-axis. Okay, and a vertical line will just go straight up and down. Now, what's the slope of a vertical line? Undefined. Alright, make sure you get those notes down. We'll see you tomorrow.